Hello fans of Marvel Heroes and friends of my channel, welcome to another episode of Q&A. My name is Wilfred and I play the game, also talk a little bit about the game. Now today, let's do something different because I've been doing the same old thing a lot. Today, let's play some Luke Cage. Some of you asked me if I could play some Luke Cage. I'm more than happy to oblige. Also, I'm using a slightly different build than I have before. I'm going to talk a little bit about that. Now today is the event for the this so-called event to collect all these gang member dog tags, and if you get the number of them, like if you get like 100 of them, you can get an artifact, which is some ask me if this is a good artifact or not. I guess maybe I do it the other way around. I don't think I would want to hog my space or just for a spray paint because it takes up a lot of inventory to collect all these things. So I probably would miss this one. I don't think. You still want to get a unique? No, none of this really. These are more like consolation prize, cosmic team up box, whatnot. So I do not think I would go for any of these things here. We have. I think the only thing worth getting is either, well, even insignia wise though, I mean, random affixes and you can't re-roll the insignia, best I know. So I wouldn't re-gamble away 100 kind of, stuff here. And the, I don't know, maybe this is good, maybe not, but I seriously think that maybe this one is more interesting. So I'm going to collect 100 of them, I hope, and I'm going to just get one of these, since none of this appetizing for me. Now, how do you get all these things and what am I going to do today? Today is a very special day. Today I would like to do 16 heroes whereby I think will become very awesome. Fingers crossed after this major update. Thanks to my friend Strider Hiryu posted one of the comments on YouTube. What are the heroes that I'm most excited to see updated in this patch? I'm more than happy to talk about them and that also, and well, I mean, the whole thing about this new kind of like event, this event is called the Heroes for Hire event, is that you got a lot of like bonus XP, of course, but more importantly is you get into a tournament. Tournament, I suppose, will get you some of these like boxes that inside will have more tokens. So it is really about gang, magia, mercenary and stuff like that. So these are all everywhere. A lot of petrol zones has it, well, at least ICP and MM has it. It is also the, a bit of things here and there. I mean, there aren't a lot of, yeah, I wouldn't really go out of the way to do this, but I think it's rather interestingly, the daily share quest completed also have points. So I'm thinking today what I would do is I would run some terminal to get one of my share quests, which is terminal share quest done, and I would do the henchman in some of this terminal to get more of those like magia, gang and mercenary. And you have to play as Luke Cage, Iron Fist, She-Hulk, Human Torch or Black Cat. I would definitely play the Human Torch if I had a chance because, of the area kind of like damage. He can burn everything across because none of these are very good at area. I think except Human Torch. But since today you guys asked me if I could do Luke Cage, play Luke Cage, I'm more than happy to do that for you guys. Now what I'm going to do here, I'm also going to use She-Hulk as my team up a little bit different because I'm going to play something less stressful. I'm going to do something like abandoned subway. There's a lot of gang members there. Kingpin's warehouse, a lot of like a magia there, and also a Fisk tower. Maybe I should start with that first. All right. So now I'm going to just call upon the She-Hulk, which is my team up, and a little bit about the build. I'm going to use the Jessica Jones because she has a new kind of like hang on a sec. I realized that I cannot turn it around kind of thing. I've been playing too much World of Warcraft. But there's a new kind of like costume or visual update for Jessica Jones. It looks a bit, I don't know what happened, man. I swear in the test center, she looked a lot better than this. This looked very like, the resolution looks really bad here. I don't know what happened. Anyhow, so I'm going to play a little bit of it. Normally, I'll use Misty Knight because Misty Knight will give me a little bit more kind of like I think a bit more kind of buff, accuracy buff is better than the other one, which is the endurance buff. But then hey, I mean, Jessica Jones, why not? And also I'm going to use this build very much like the guide I have, meaning that it's a dual kind of like finisher. So I know a lot of you have Luke Cage. I may not have time to watch my Luke Cage video because it's too long or whatever. So just remember, you have a combo fighter passive that whichever finisher you use, you gain the stuff like maybe as attack speed, damage rating, as well as the crit hit rating. I've tried 3 finisher build. It doesn't really work out because I tried that before, so you can check out my video on that. So I recommend cage fighting as well as the Harlem drop kick, because cage fighting is good because the attack speed buff will then give the crowbar beat down a little bit faster in terms of getting the combo point, and then can start finishing a combo point. So it's dual point kind of like a thing that you're going to do here. But then all this trash mob, I will just do AoE on that one. All right, so that is what I am going to do here. And do remember to resummon your team up one after you alright, so it's like this, and that's it. Dot tag, very important to collect all these things. Cage was here. So basically just like AoE all the way. I mean, how hard it is. Yeah, I mean, this is how Luke Cage plays like, right? So, and okay, so maybe I'll just start off with this series. I think a lot of you guys want to hear on what I think about which are the hero that I'm looking forward to and so on. So I am actually, top of my list of course is Rogue, because Rogue will have a power bank, or they can memorize all the power that she has stolen in the past. So that is really something that fans has been asking. I always say that Rogue is a hero whereby it is like a mini Marvel hero itself. All the heroes and villains that have been introduced now till end of the time, whichever it is, you will actually have the power. You can borrow them. So and they're going to do a power kind of like memory for Rogue. So I strongly suggest that this is one of those heroes that I really think that would be awesome. I don't think she will play any differently though, but no, I take it back. I think it will play differently because right now Rogue is very clunky. You have gloss off, you have the signature, and you have other things that you may want to pop as well. It becomes very clunky to play, a lot of like hot bar dancing. So Rogue is something that I'm very keen to see how they can balance in the end with Rogue's power. So it's one of those things. It doesn't drop a lot of dog tag, huh? Why am I doing this really seriously? Maybe I'm here for the tournament. Because he said he'll drop dog tag, killing all this like, okay, there's another one, dog tags, but there's only one inside. Lie to me. So yeah, Rogue is number 1, top of my list. But anyway, what I'm going to say here is in no particular order. I just anyhow, I've written it somewhere. Of course, all my video I can't prepare. But so that is number 1. And the number 2 is that I think this category belongs to all the heroes whereby it's very, very dated. And I have my hope. I don't know about faith, because sometimes I may get disappointed. So I have my hope that Gazillion will kind of like do something about this hero, because this hero is very dated. They're not really fun as of today, at least from my high standard, right? So now what are these heroes? Like for example, Loki is being mentioned as one of the heroes. I've seen the illustration on what he can do. It looks very, very awesome. My only reservation is that if I mean, so far what I've seen are more for the non-summoner build. I don't know what they will do for the Loki summoner. It's always a question mark for me. So I'm not going to lie to you that I'm totally positive about it. I think I have my cautious kind of like hope that they will do something to summoner as well, because my Loki, I mean, as a god of mischief though, guys, I mean, I think that summoner should be, I know some of you don't like to play summoner, but as a god of mischief, when I play Loki, I thought about the movie, right? That part when Loki can summon a lot of him and fight kind of thing. I mean, that is the Loki I know, right? So I think in a way, these are not something that too much to ask for. So Loki, I have a lot of like hope that it will be awesome, but we shall see whether the summoner build will still be awesome or not, or it will be exactly the same. Because I think right now, low-key summoner, there's no hotbar dancing, so it may end up exactly the same. Right, anyway, I'm going into a Kingpin now. I'm going to summon all my kind of like 1, 2, then 1, 2, 3. I click a button, nothing happened. Come on, man. That is very strange. Well, okay, it's one of those things. Oh, done. Okay, so that's done. Double drop, is it right now? There's a unique here these days. Yeah. So anyway, just now the thing also doesn't, somehow it doesn't fire off again. Okay, anyway, so one of those things in this game. So what other heroes I'm looking forward to? It would be a hero like Squirrel Girl, top of my list. I hope she'll be one of the most improved heroes, because I think the reality is that I don't think they've done a lot of things to Squirrel Girl, and hang on, I need to resummon my Jessica Jones again. Every time when I do remember every time when you do the signature, you have to resummon the pet. I mean the summon. All right, so it's just one of those things that it happens. All right, so that is the thing that you have to. All right. So that is. Very strange, man. I mean, I've been doing a lot of testing in the test center. I don't remember it was that clunky. Anyhow, so now the next one after Squirrel Girl, I hope that his melee build would be powerful though. I mean, seriously. I always enjoy Squirrel Girl's melee build, to be honest. That's how I level Squirrel Girl, but I don't think that it was kind of viable in a sense, because the proximity to the mobs and you don't really feel that strong and feel kind of like a fragile kind of thing. So it's never really right for the melee build. So I'm hoping that there will be some cool kind of like spender, not just a basic power for Squirrel Girl and so on. So that would be my hope for Squirrel Girl. Luke Cage, of course. Is rather uninspiring. I think I don't know how. I think my friend Cybertorch, I hope you don't mind mentioning your name here, he actually Cosmic Prestige Luke Cage, man. I really heads up to you, buddy. I mean, I've been doing this kind of like terminal, so the only power I use is just like the car, and the Luke Cage was here. That's the only power I use. But of course, I could do a little bit more, like trying to buff my crit, like using this drop kick here, buff my crit. But why do I bother when you could just, do that? Anyhow, so another one that I would like to see that I hope that will improve a lot with Moon Knight. My apologies. With Moon Knight, because I think Moon Knight is also very, very dated. I hope there will be a meaningful main spender for Moon Knight. Something quite fun to play without too much hotbar dancing, because right now I think Moon Knight has quite a fair bit of hotbar dancing as well. Okay, at least up my crit. But I mean, the right thing to play Luke Cage is really about getting the full kind of like point, even for area damage, and then use the Harlem drop kick to get your crit, and that's it. You buff up your crit. Unfortunately, you can't really see the crit being buffed up here. That's how dated this hero is, to be honest. Right, so. Right, that's it. All right, so so that is the thing about Luke Cage. I think Luke Cage has a lot of opportunity to improve. Right now, like I say, it's not really that inspiring to play. Nothing much happening really. It's and the whole kind of like heroes call, and have to resummon the one of the pets and so on. Just not really my cup of tea. And I have one power here just to do vulnerability debuff. Yeah, pretty messy so far. So it's nothing very fun about Luke Cage. So there's something that I really wish that they would do something about it. All right, so that is the one thing. And let me just get this thing sorted first. All right, so. And what about his ultimate? Let me see. His ultimate is, I mean, do you see anything wonderful here? Not really, but I mean, we'll see. I've seen the Luke Cage Ultimate, by the way. It looks really fantastic, at least in the blog entries that they have. All right. So now that is the more or less like a Moon Knight, and Luke Cage and Loki, and I'll talk about Squirrel Girl, and Rogue. And the next one is Iron Man. I hope also that Iron Man will be great because I think Iron Man's design, I hope some of you may agree with me that it's rather dated. So, in any case, if you can get Iron Man, at least the melee version of Iron Man fun, I think that would be really, really fantastic. And I kind of look forward to that as well, if that is at all possible. What about other heroes that I think has a lot of potential out there? The one that I quoted you besides Rogue was the hero that I'm hoping the most improved based on today's status. I can't name everybody, but I think these are the one that has the best potential. Now, I think the next category is a hot bar dancing kind of crazy kind of like a heroes, or a bit clunky to play. Now, top of my list is Star-Lord. So if Star-Lord is something that you could, they can make it work. The elemental tree, by the way, if Star-Lord elemental tree can make it work, I mean that would be like the ultimate, I think, attest to the whole kind of like update that it works. To me, in my humble opinion, because right now the whole like kind of elemental build is very, very clunky. So let's see. I mean, I'm always having some kind of like hope that things will happen. And Star-Lord is right now is very, very fragile as well. And if they can do something great about it, I think that would be the one that demonstrate how the whole entire update it works. All right. So that is one. And besides Star-Lord, another one that I'm also hoping to work is the Venom, because I think Venom has a lot of potential as well to benefit from this particular update, because Venom you can do quite a few things. Not only the you can use the health and you got Icar and secondary resource and so on. So I'm hoping that after this update, Venom will be one that at least more fun to play without getting too clunky. I mean that would be my hope on the Venom. I think it's a lot of potential as well. And the what other thing that I see potential, I think Iron Fist is kind of interesting one. Now I don't do hopper dancing on Iron Fist, you guys know about it, but I don't think I do though, because I found a build that I don't need to. But I can see that a lot of people have concern over how Iron Fist may play like. So if they can make Iron Fist work, I think meaning that because this has a lot of potential to kind of like combo some power together without hot balancing. I think some of you have this like I don't know how many stands that you guys are using. I only use like 2 stands, and the I mean that would be the one that is rather amazing. Let me just call my hero for high again, and the 1, 2, okay. And let me just focus on the combo here. I can't. Yeah, the lag is quite weird. I'm very frustrated right now. I don't know why. I think somehow the whole thing is just lag out a little bit when I click a button. It doesn't really happen. That happens to me quite a lot of times. Maybe it's this patch. Now, another one that I would like to see is the Hulk, because I think Hulk has a lot of cooldown that's very long. It's not even interesting to put it on the hotbar, because you see like quite a number of things here that is always on cooldown, and I have got to hotbar dance quite a fair bit for Hulk. I know some of you do not need to, but I think in some sense, and is probably something that you need to do in order to get the most out of Hulk. So I think Hulk will have a very strong kind of like opportunity to do that. And I think why do I take these things here anyway? Okay, so all these are purifier. Purifier doesn't count as gang member or whatnot. So yeah, let me just navigate myself towards the bosses. Okay, another one that I'm also looking forward to would be the Doctor Strange. Now I know my build actually is rather okay, bubbles up. Let me just focus a little bit here. This is Pyro. Okay, just like that's it. Done. So let me elaborate a little bit here. Doctor Strange, mine is not really a hopper dancing kind of like because I hate hopper dancing. So I figure out a build that's almost one hotkey, except one small power that you buff myself. I may buff myself or not. So I'm very keen to see what they will do to Doctor Strange. Now, of course, my only fear is that I forgot to summon my Jessica Jones again. This is the thing that oh man, this is the reason why I don't really like the current Luke Cage kind of design. Okay, done. So now, my only fear is that they are not really thinking about how to put the powers together for Doctor Strange, and I need to resummon Jessica Jones. They should just auto resummon my last summon pet, seriously. So what I fear is that they don't really think too much about Doctor Strange. They just want to buff all the layer accordingly, and you have to pick whatever the power you have and done with it. So that would be rather unfortunate if they do that. I really hope they don't do that. So that's I need to trash the bunker as well. Duh. So man, I have to do this again. So that is one thing that Doctor Strange is something that I would well, okay, some of this cannot be. Come on, man, I want to destroy this. I can't. Okay, let me go back to this one. So yeah, I mean, that's one thing about Doctor Strange. I don't know. We'll see. And yeah, another one that I'm looking forward to on this very all this really cool update is Colossus, of course. Now Colossus right now is rather clunky, at least in my opinion, because I've got to summon Wolverine, summon Magic, and every other moment I need to do that, and it becomes rather kind of tedious as well after a while. Yeah, I mean, it's something that I'm hoping that they will make Colossus more fun, as as maybe those Wolverine and whatnot become a more viable power, rather than just like a summon and damage kind of thing. I mean, or make I know some of you actually wanted the Colossus as a summoner. I seriously don't think he should be a summoner because it's Colossus. How can I'm sorry, right? I mean, I know some of you are very passionate about summoner. Now, by the way, I have tried playing Colossus as a summoner, and him being at backstage, but he shouldn't. He's Colossus. He should be at the front, trashing everything that moves. Well, that's how I visualize Colossus anyhow. So yeah, so that is one. Another one that I would like to see a big improvement on is the Ant-Man. Now, I mean, right now Ant-Man is fun. I figured out a very nice kind of rotation to Ant-Man, but Ant-Man is still very much like how should I say? Ant-Man is still very much like, wow, the delay is very bad, man. Seriously. It doesn't really articulate what I want, to be honest. Yeah, it kind of at least 2 seconds before it hit anything at all. Yeah, so Ant-Man is one that I'm hoping that to see some kind of improvement so that I don't need to hop a dance. But because right now I need to call the ends all the time, and calling the end kind of I have to assess my hotbar. I figured out a very nice rotation to Ant-Man, but just about that. Now, of course, last but not least, okay, 3 more heroes that I really would like to see a big improvement on, and I'm going to, after I've done this, I'm going to shut up and kind of wow, hang on a sec, let me just, okay, I can call my signature as well, but it doesn't really matter. Okay, Magneto is down. So now, the last couple of the heroes that I'm looking at is the last 3 heroes, and I've got another relics here. The last 3 heroes I'm looking at is Rocket Raccoon. Now, man, I mean, if you play a summoner Rocket Raccoon, you know exactly what I mean. I mean, you got Torrent number 1, you got Torrent number 2, you have the Groot that in their command, and you got the Gravity Mine, you got the gun, and it's like, at the end of the day, it's like you don't have enough hotbar. It's rather clunky. So I'm kind of looking forward to, I mean, because it's too many pet kind of things that you need to click here. So I'm actually looking forward to, let me see, Juggernaut. Where is my Juggernaut? So I'm looking forward to that, to be somehow reviewed. I think he's going to be one of those a most improved heroes as well for Rocket Raccoon, and at least that's how I really wish that it will be. We shall see, because or it could be just as boring as now, and it's even more restrictive now because maybe they just take all the existing design without thinking through it, and let Rocket Raccoon be. You know what? This fight I don't really need. Okay, bubbles up, nothing can do, right? So I go back out. I don't know what I do, man. I will go back out and kill something here, maybe. Yeah, I mean, I found that this design is terrible. The Juggernaut design. I mean, when the thing is up, what can you do? when the bubble is up and it's up for so long. All right, 1, 2, 3. Well, let me get out. All right, so done. Yeah, so let's cover a couple more. What other thing that I will think that it will have a lot of most improvement, my most excited one, besides all these that I talk about, would be Kitty Pryde. Now, why do I say Kitty Pryde? Is because as of now, let me just go to Doom Castle. As of now, right, the if you look at Kitty Pryde design, is man, I need to summon. You see, my team up's dead because I face Juggernaut. I mean, it's so dumb. The team up should just like avoid all the big arrows. How hard it is to program it that way. So the one that I really why Kitty Pryde is one that I'm looking forward to, because right now it's very, very restrictive. You can't do this, you can't do this, you can't do this, you can't do that. And also there's a hybrid build as well with the Little Dragon, which is the Lockheed. And it'll be wonderful because I could then still use Lockheed to do like energy damage, but I can be mostly physical. So I can use it. Oh wow! I have my Splinter here. I don't think I played for so long. I think I can't even loot my Splinter, man. I can't give my man the Splinter. I don't think I've looted any Splinter until now. I mean, I've been killing trash mob, right? You guys see that I kill a lot of trash mob. But how many Splinter do I have? It's really crazy. Think about the time span, killing the number of mobs. I clear like, I don't know, 500 mobs at least. More than 500. I've got like 1 Splinter. I don't know how you guys have like the kind of drop that you have. Maybe my account is being cursed, nerfed, and so on. But yeah, I mean, for Kitty Pryde, I think it'll be very interesting. There'll be no more common cooldown for Kitty Pryde and so on. And I can build my Kitty Pryde the way that I want her, anyhow that I want. I can use my Lockheed to proc the hybrid gear, but yet I can have like majority of my power using a melee as well as the physical without having to invest too much on the Lockheed, right? Still have a dragon to it. So I'm actually very excited towards that kind of possibility, that kind of flexibility. I mean, that would be an ultimate kind of like a thing that I can do a lot of like build design and so on. Let me first face Dr. Doom. Okay, is my Jessica up here? Oh man, yeah. All right, so let me just like let me focus a bit here before I tell you who's my last like hero that I think it'll be fantastic after this kind of thing. By the way, this is basically a rotation time. Just make sure that you got all these things that how do you break CC breaker here? No, you can't. Luke Cage doesn't have it. Oh man, I can't even loot anything here. Let me do an ultimate. Okay. And the yeah, I'm just alternate. Wow, the control is very clunky, man. Seriously. Wow, this is very laggish. Like I press a button, 1 second later it registers my. I'm not even holding the mouse button, by the way. Because sometimes the left mouse button interfere with the whole button kind of like press and so on. I'm not even doing that. I'm just like trying to play this game the way that man, I don't know what happened this patch, man. Seriously, I'm Luke Cage. I can eat all the damage. Wow, this is really terrible. No. Maybe not. Alright, done. So, wow, there's quite a few things here. I've completed the share quest, and I've got like the share quest bonus and stuff like that. Some kind of like, all these are just for, man, okay, I can't loot that, doesn't matter. Do I have a chest? No, I don't even have a chest. So what do I have here? What? This one is, in the old day, right? In the old days, guys, I would have been very happy that I got this one. In the old days, I mean, I haven't seen this drop at all. I only got it through one of the chests, if I'm not wrong, or somewhere else. I never got it from a Dr. Doom before. So I think in the old days, I would be very delighted to see this. But now, I mean, it's just trash, right? Because they're going to no more unique, right? So yeah, I mean, that is rather... Looking back, man, seriously looking back, what have they done to the game? But okay, fine, it's for the better. Must remain positive. So the last one, I'm not going to let you guys hang for too long. The last one is cable. I strongly believe that with the flexibility of able to mix all the powers that I want, not just no specialization, I can even pick some of this very awesome power to have a hybrid. Because right now, you know, if I pick Ordnance or pick the other one, either energy or mental, or even the melee one, it is not a hybrid build, right? So, but with the ability to be able to have a hybrid build, but yet like be an Ordnance or be, you know, let me just switch to cable, then you know what I mean. So I think top of my list, right? You know, if they can make this one, I'm very, very kind of like hype about this whole cable thing. Is that, you know, can you imagine I can do a Carnison kind of build, but a hybrid, right? So I replace one of this power with the, you know, all these. I believe all these are more like you know, kind of like a mental. So I can mix the energy inside, right? I can mix the energy inside. Some of these are energy. I can mix the vortex inside the Carnison, and it become a hybrid melee. Wow, you know. Or I could be the, you know, like the soldier part of it, and I've got all these like beam and whatnot. But I mix one of this like psychic haze, or vice versa, right? I mean, can you imagine the possibility, you know, having all these, you know, wonderful things? I mean, I think this is the part about, you know, I think this would be really good for us as a heroes after a major update. So I think, you know, just to recap, which are my, you know, my most anticipated hero after this big update. Rogue is number one, top number one. I mean, I think it's going to be best. And the one that I foresee the most improved heroes would be Squirrel Girl, Luke Cage, Moon Knight, Loki, and Iron Man. And the one that I see best improved in terms of not needing to hotbar dancing or the clunkiness in gameplay, Star-Lord, Venom, Iron Fist, Hulk, Doctor Strange, Colossus, Ant-Man, Rocket Raccoon. So these are the ones that I think would be fun. And last but not the least, the two heroes where I think after all these constraints are being removed, with very wonderful as a build kind of variation kind of point of view, it would be Cable and Kitty Pryde. So anyhow, so that would be my thought, and do feel free to share your thought with me. I'm always interested to read it. And until the next time we see each other, goodbye, and I hope you get some really nice loot for this like event. I'm still I don't know how many short, man. I'm still quite a fair bit short of the 100, but we'll see how it goes. I mean, I'm taking it easy these days. I think you guys should too, because whatever gear you farm these days, I mean, who knows what the new world will become, and who knows if they are still relevant. All right, see you next time. Goodbye.